Genevieve, let's talk about peer pressure. It's a very interesting thing. I think it's actually a very powerful thing, and we're going to try to figure out how it happens and try to relate to it.
Okay. Understanding peer pressure. Scientists and researchers are always trying to figure out how people think and what motivates them.
Okay.
They realize that humans are vulnerable to all types of peer pressure, and the pressure will influence their decision making.
Right.
This is obvious and clear to companies that advertise their products. They know their commercials will work, and that's why they spend billions of dollars advertising.
Oh, they do.
So psychologists are able to demonstrate social and peer pressure with a fun experiment.
Okay, wow, this is powerful. Wasn't there a really important football game called a Super Bowl or something like that?
Is
Yeah.
that for Taco Bell? Or...
I don't know.
Oh, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, where a whole bunch of
Super
football
Bowl.
teams played and pay a whole bunch of money to advertise their stuff on that game.
Those commercials are important.
Yeah, very expensive, right? And
Very
so
expensive.
why would they spend so much money on these commercials?
Because it's one of the most viewed programs of the year.
Right?
Maybe
Yeah.
exposure.
And does it influence people? Think about it. There's only 2 countries in the world that allow people to advertise pharmaceutical drugs on television, America and New Zealand. So if you go
I
to
didn't know
Germany
that.
or Japan or Brazil, you'll never see an ad for Ambien or an ad for any kind of drug that's prescription. Pretty
When
amazing.
morning comes in the middle of the night, it affects your entire day. To get a good night's sleep, try 2-layer Ambien CR. The first layer dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep. And unlike other sleep aids, a second dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. When taking Ambien CR, don't drive or operate machinery. Sleepwalking and eating or driving while not fully awake with memory loss for the event, as well as abnormal behaviors such as being more outgoing or aggressive than normal, confusion, agitation, and hallucinations may occur. Don't take it with alcohol as it may increase these behaviors. Allergic reactions such as shortness of breath, swelling of your tongue or throat may occur and in rare cases may be fatal.
Your tongue or throat may occur and in rare cases may be fatal. Side effects may include next day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. In patients with depression, worsening of depression, including risk of suicide, may occur. If you experience any of these behaviors or reactions, contact your doctor immediately. Wake up ready for your day. Ask your healthcare provider for 2-layer Ambien CR.
By the way, these drug companies, when they get caught, being honest, right, and you go through their data, they actually spend more money on marketing than they do on research and development, which means marketing is more important to them than R&D. Another point is that imagine you and I grew up in America, and we've seen thousands and thousands of hours of pro-alcohol commercials. Reality television shows that now showcase women really, really drunk, which used to be very taboo in the old days. So now we have really, really drunk women running around with a coolness factor on reality TV, and young women that are growing up watching this, modeling this behavior. And magically now on college campuses, women are sometimes now out drinking men on average. I wonder how that happened.
Mila Kunis is actually the spokeswoman for Jim Beam. She's the voice on Family Guy, a highly respected actress. And what's sad is that I don't think that these brand ambassadors, if you will, understand what they're
Power.
doing.
I agree.
I don't think they're also thinking about the money.
Yeah.
America.
That's right.
America. Are you ready to keep going?
Let's do it.
They get 10 average adults in a room with a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
The scientist in the white jacket then tells the people that they're going to be in an experiment.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah. The goal of the experiment is to determine the effect of rap music on people's ability to measure things. The poor subjects are going to have to listen to 4 hours of horrible rap music. Ouch. And not the kind on MTV2, but the kind that's on YouTube.
Not that stuff.
Kind that's on YouTube.
Oh my God.
That's just painful.
Yeah.
That's right. Unassigned, no talent, white kids trying to get noticed. What?
Yeah, it sounds
The
horrific.
10 subjects will have to listen to 4 hours of some of the worst rapping ever created on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
They will determine whether or not rap music has any effect on someone's ability to measure things.
Okay.
And it says not rap music.
Yeah. So we're going on with this. So basically, rap music. Now, the side note. Give me the side note. That's important.
This side note is this. 9 of the adults know that there is no purpose of this study.
Yeah.
Those 9 people know that they have been instructed to lie and say a wrong measurement each
That
time.
is not the purpose of the study. Please continue, right?
Wow.
No,
Person number 10 has no idea what's going on.
No idea. No
They
clue.
honestly believe that the purpose of the experiment is to determine the effects of rap music on people's ability to measure things.
So they give
give
them
a placebo kind of thing.
Yeah, and they give them a ruler, which is 12 inches. And they give them a dinner dish, 12 inches. And now for the fun. Let's see what happens when this actually is done.
This is fun. Okay.
Realize this.
Realize this. Each person measures the dish with the ruler.
Okay.
Every one of the 9 people says out loud, This dish is 11 inches.
Ah,
Number 3, each of the 9 people is lying.
they're fibbing.
So what happens when the person number 10 is asked to measure the dish?
Ah.
He looks concerned, he looks puzzled,
What do you
and
do?
then says 11 inches. He knows it isn't true, but says it anyway. Why?
Why? Please continue. They ask
When
him.
asked after the experiment, person number 10 states things such as, I couldn't believe I was right and everyone else was wrong. I didn't trust myself. I didn't want other people to be upset with me. I didn't want other people to feel bad. I thought it was best to just go with the flow.
Absolutely.
When the experiment is repeated, the result happens 80% of the time. Sadly, 80% of the individuals who are now number 10s in the test say something and do something that is wrong.
Wrong.
They go against their gut instinct.
Yeah.
They go against what is right. However, remarkably, 20% of the time, some people in the experiment don't do that.
There is hope. What?
They have courage. They
Courage.
say,
I love courage.
You guys are all crazy. It's 12 inches. Can't you see that? It's obvious.
Right?
The same thing happens when young people and even adults are around drugs and alcohol.
Right.
Their friends say things like, it's not going to hurt you.
Right.
Everyone is doing it. Just try it once.
Right.
What are you, a chicken?
Yeah. Everybody smokes crack. Try some
Everybody.
crack.
Everyone smokes crack. Get on the crack wagon.
That's right.
It takes courage to do the right thing.
It does. It does. It's hard.
Yeah. You have to be brave to stand up for yourself
Yes,
nowadays.
yes.
America needs more lions and less sheep running around. Ask yourself, do I want to be weak-willed sheep or do I want to be known as a lion? And I just want to say that my
Yes.
mother always said growing up,
Yes.
we are wolves, we are
Yes.
not sheep.
I like that.
And it was with things that were less, like not, obviously not this deep, but
Yeah.
waiting in a grocery line and then there's one lane open. She's like, we're not going to buy
Yeah,
our way
right.
through waiting this.
Yes.
We're just going to like raw our way over to the.
That's
so it gives you a
profound.
different, perspective. But
It requires courage, though. And the sad thing is that this was
Oh,
done
yes,
with
she does.
adults. Imagine the same study was done with teenagers. Imagine being in a middle school or a high school and saying, hey, kids, here's your dinner dish. And 90% would say, yeah, it's 11 inches. You ask them, but why did you say that? I thought everybody else was right. I don't have that self-confidence to go against the grain. It happens with hard drugs, it happens with even easy drugs like marijuana that are more forgiving, but still, the U.S. military is highly aware of this groupthink phenomena and peer pressure. So when they make really important command decisions, like really important, like an invasion, we're going to invade Iraq on this day. And so everyone goes, that's a great idea, General. We love this idea. Everyone's like in sync. But then someone says, you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually require everyone to write a dissenting opinion. And the reason why? To get those other voices in there, because groupthink and peer pressure is so powerful that when making big decisions or having an organization, people will actually go in there and say things that they don't even believe just to be part of the team.
yeah.
So kids, don't vape and don't use marijuana because of peer pressure. Be your own person. Please don't be a sheep.
But it's okay to peer pressure the government.
Yes.
Like sending letters to Trump.
There
if
you
you
go.
need a copy, just click the link and he'll send you one.
Stop
It's already
opioid addiction in
rewritten.
America.
It's rewritten, or it's written for you, so you just have to sign.
All right. Thank you.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry. That's so funny to me. I would connect with that if I was watching this and I was like miserably